I've just bought the smallest full-frame camera in the world. Why? Let's talk about this now. Hi there and welcome to my channel. My name is Tudor Matescu and I like to talk about photography tips and tricks, and here it is, Sony A7C, the smallest full-frame camera in the world, and finally I've decided to buy it. But before telling you why and what are my first impressions regarding Sony A7C, please subscribe now to my channel for more content like this. I have multiple cameras and I really like to shoot small cameras, and this is the first reason why I bought Sony A7C, because Sony A7C, it is the smallest full frame camera in the world. And yes, after using this camera for at least 2 weeks, I must admit that yes, I feel that yes, it's small, it is very portable, and it is very easy to maneuver this camera. And this is what I really like about this camera. Again, it is small. Sony really delivered regarding this aspect. The next reason is that I have small Sony lenses like Samyang 45mm f1.8, like Sony 28mm f2, like Sony Zeiss 35mm f2.8, and I'm really loving this lens. So I had all the small Sony lenses, and also there are out there lots of small full frame Sony lenses. And I also have Sony A7RC. I'm filming myself with Sony A7RC, and I was hoping to get out more with Sony A7RC for street photography, for landscape photography and so on, but I didn't like the weight. And now here I am after Sony A7R3 with small lenses at Sony A7C with small lenses. Well, the first impressions are the following. First of all, because the sensor it is smaller, 24 megapixels and not 47 megapixels, I am able to get sharp pictures better than Sony A7RC. So this camera is extraordinary for family pictures, as an everyday carry kit, and for street photography, because it is very maneuverable. The sensor is a normal size sensor. The movement from your hand when you want to take fast pictures will not affect your settings. So on my Sony A7RC I was forced to use a very fast shutter speed, at least 1/1000. With Sony A7C I'm able to use slower shutter speeds like on a APS-C camera. So I'm really liking this. The fact that I can use slower shutter speeds like on APS-C camera, it is a big deal. The next impression is that I'm able to use this camera as an APS-C camera and also as a micro four thirds camera. So I really don't feel any constraints regarding shutter speeds, ISO, IBIS and so on. Yes, I'm very thrilled regarding Sony A7C and how it's operating. Again, look how small it is. It is very easy on the hand. The ergonomics are also great. I'm okay with the EVF. The EVF, it is clear, it is bright, you can use it. It is above GX9 EVF. And also the fact that you don't have a wheel in the front where the grip is, it's not bothering me. You have all the functions and all the buttons that you could want on this camera, so you can customize it and then you can change the settings very easily. So I really feel that Sony A7C, it is the camera, that camera that I feel it's able to replace regarding ergonomics my Lumix GX9. I am loving my Lumix GX9, but regarding image quality and depth of field by night, I do prefer an APS-C camera or a full frame camera. And I feel that Sony A7C, it is there. I've set up my camera and I can easily use this camera with flash, without flash, in black and white. I can also shoot in 4:3 mode and so on. And the AF, it is very fast and all is working great. And again, yes, the colors are better than my colors for my Sony A7RC. I feel the white balance, it is better. I don't have those yellowish tones and those yellowish polluted colors. The colors are where they should be. I've also used this camera with flash, with my Godox flash. The results are amazing. The package is looking amazing. And just from one button I can change from flash to not using flash and so on. I also use my Sony lenses with a diffusion filter, a Pro Mist filter, and I was able to get film-like images because of that diffusion filter. And the effect of that diffusion filter, of that mist filter, is extraordinary because it will make the image look very organically. So you are able to control the image on your Sony full frame camera however you want, using mist filters, using flashes and so on. And regarding the colors, I have cobalt profiles, and I'm loving the cobalt profiles. I'm using these profiles for at least 1 year, and so I am able to get Fujifilm colors on my Sony A7C without problems. But what was the main reason that made me buy this full frame camera? Well, the main reason was that I love Vivian Maier photography, and when you are looking again at Vivian Maier photography, you will be able to see the compression of her lens when she was doing street portraits. And I'm really loving a street portrait with compression, and the compression, it really depends on the size of the sensor. So if you want to use a wide lens with a 35mm compression, you better use a full frame camera and so on. So this is where I feel an APS-C system or a micro four cell system isn't able to deliver when you want that compression. And personally, I'm really loving the compression for portraits. So this was my main reason. I wanted that compression. It's not about the depth of field, it's not about the sharpness, it's not about the clarity. All these are great too, but what is more important is, for me, for my taste, the compression. I'm not able to get a wide angle compression if I'm not using a full frame system. Yes, the next system, it's a medium format system, but the medium format system needs to become smaller and cheaper to make me want it. So after my 2 weeks, my first impressions are that yes, I'm really loving this camera. I feel that this is the full frame camera, the pocketable full frame camera that you can take it and use it for street photography. It's again very easy on the hand, and the ergonomics are great. Thank you for watching this video. Please check the links on the comments and from the description to see what gear I'm using and what gear I recommend buying it. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.